Hey guys, this is Stu from Death Dealer.
This is Charlotte from The Lane.
Hi, this is Heather Michelle from Grave Shadow.
This is Danny Marino from The Agonist.
This is Cobra Page from Cobra and the Lotus, and you're listening to the Great Metal Debate.
Podcast listeners, we're back with another artist interview. Today I'm here with Thomas Youngblood from the Symphonic metal band Kamelot. Thomas, thanks so much for joining us today on the Great Metal Debate podcast.
Hey guys, good to be here. Looking forward to the show tonight.
So we're here in Louisville, Kentucky, in the first week of your tour across North America. Kamelot performed in Louisville back in 2013, but that time at a smaller venue. Are you all generally playing larger venues this time around, and are you able to bring a larger stage show?
Oh yeah, definitely a larger stage show whenever we have a pretty big production. So on this tour, we wanted to make sure the venues had the proper size staging. And we've seen actually since the Haven records come out that the band is actually growing. Since the Silverthorne album, which was also another step. Coming to Louisville for the first time in 2013 was cool. That was the first time we played here. So we see a lot of new markets emerging. For the band, which is exciting, for a band that's been around a little bit, but we still see growth, and it's fun. It's fun to see it.
Well, there is growth because you all are on your second leg of North American tour. You were back here in the spring. What was the response to that first leg back in spring of 2015?
It was great. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we decided to go for a second run. Not only that, the band that we brought with us, Dragonforce, we've been getting along really good, and I think the package is something that we have a lot of cross fans, in terms of they're more of the power metal. We're symphonic with some power metal elements, and I think that that lends itself to making the package a little bit more compatible than some others,
Compatible, but not so similar that you're getting the same thing.
Exactly. I mean, they have some of their fans that they bring in, and then we have our fans, and hopefully that both parties can enjoy both bands.
Yeah, good mixture. Now, you all did some festivals back in the summer, and you also did a European headlining tour.
Yeah, we did a few select festivals. And then we did our first European tour, which was only about a month and a half ago. We started that, and that went really good. We ended in Tilburg, which is one of our bigger markets, with one of the big venues there. And then we're going to go back probably in April for a second European run.
Now, Haven, your most recent album, is Kamelot's first album on Napalm Records. How has that partnership been so far?
It's been good. I mean, I like it where I'm able to communicate directly with the heads of the label, whether it be the new CEO over in Austria or the guy that works here in New York. And that kind of direct contact is really important for me because I like to have instant feedback when it comes to certain things. And so, yeah, it's been great so far. And we're ahead, I think, of what we projected for Haven in terms of sales. And like I said, we're hoping to also do a couple more videos. We've already done 2 videos. And we're looking at hopefully doing at least 2 more. So it's also a cool thing that a lot of bands don't get to do, which we're fortunate.
So they're giving you a lot of support.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and that was part of the, when we decided to go with them, we had some other labels involved with negotiations and stuff, and they really showed the most initiative to sign the band.
So for the newer album, Haven, I say newer, it was back in May when it was released. Yeah. Tommy already had a first full album under his belt with you all. Did that open up options for Haven that maybe weren't available on Silverthorne as far as the writing collaboration?
Yeah, I think so. I think, that Silverthorne was that crucial first album with the new lineup, and so we didn't want to mess around too much with the chemistry or the songwriting style, I think with Haven we're able to kind of open that up a little more and give Tommy a little bit more personality into what he normally does, and I think it's a good kind of template of what we can expect for the future records,
Nice. Now, in addition to Tommy, of course, doing most of the vocal duties, you've had a number of guest musicians on this album. You've had them on previous albums. On Under Gray Skies, you had both Charlotte Wessels of Delane and Troy Donockley from Nightwish. At what point in the songwriting process do you begin to think about incorporating an outside artist?
Honestly, it's kind of once the song is over. We really don't plan those kind of things too much. That way, it's more organic in a way. For example, on Under Gray Skies, we didn't even have a female vocal part. We had this extended sort of almost like a flute part, and we had it, and we were like, this is not really, we're not feeling this, let's add vocals here. And then Tommy wrote the beautiful vocal melody with lyrics, and then I contacted Charlotte, who's a friend of ours, and she was on tour, and I think in Greece at the time. She found a studio, went in, put the vocals down, and sent it. And those are the kind of special, magical things, I think, that make those kind of songs special, where it's not super planned out, and it always has a nice little element to it that's different,
I got to interview Charlotte back in May, right when Haven was released. I got her to sign my copy of Haven. She hadn't seen it yet. She was just over the moon, couldn't stop talking about that album. Actually, I didn't think I was going to get it back from her.
Okay, cool. Well, that reminds me, maybe I need to send her a copy.
In addition, other guest stars you've had on the past two albums, one of those was Elisa White-Gluz. It seems to me you all have a great relationship with that lady. She's continued to make appearances with you all even after joining Arch Enemy. What's that relationship like?
Oh, great. I mean, she's like, family for us, and we're so happy when she got the Arch Enemy gig. And she's open to tour with us whenever her schedule allows it, and she joined us in Japan. We played Loud Park in Japan. She came out, and so yeah, she's just super sweet girl and super talented, and we were fortunate to have her on the album.
And this time around, you have on this tour, you have Cobra Page joining you. How did that collaboration come about?
Cobra and the Lotus band was a special guest for us in Europe, along with Gus G, and I had kind of heard of the band before and of Cobra before. I didn't really know too much about what they did, and then on tour we got along really good. And the idea of the U.S. tour came up, and we talked to her, and she tried a couple of songs in sound check, and we're like, let's do this, and she's been crushing it ever since.
Well, so you've alluded to this a little bit. After the current North American tour is over, what's next for Kamelot as far as the coming year, and do you have any ideas about the timeline for the successor to Haven?
Nothing. In terms of the next record, we're not even thinking about that right now. We have all next year to tour. We're actually going to do South America, Asia, go back and do Europe, like I was saying, in April. Summer festivals next year, and then probably after the summer, we'll start working on new songs. So we're looking at another year and a half minimum for the next record. But we have a lot more places to tour, and like I said, we have more videos coming out to keep promoting the album. The album just came out in May, but it seems like it's been a year already. But yeah, we're excited about it, and I think one of the things that's even more exciting is when we start thinking about the next record. We already have a lot of cool ideas that we're going to pack into it, but for now it's all Haven on the brain right now.
Well, Haven is a great album. I want to encourage our listeners to go get it. Thomas, how can listeners who want to purchase that album or other great Kamelot merchandise do that?
Well, for merchandise, you can go to Kamelot.com and just click on the merchandise link. We also have links to Amazon, iTunes for purchasing online. A lot of the FYEs and Best Buys have the album in stores there. But I think if you really want to make sure you get it, Amazon is probably the best place to buy the record if you want the physical. Digital, I always say, go to iTunes. And yeah.
Or come out on this current tour and pick up one while you're seeing the band perform live.
Exactly. That would be the best. Look at Kamelot.com for a city near you. We're selling the CD and the vinyl at the merch stand, and of course you can hear the songs live. And we like to hang out every now and then after the shows and meet the fans. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody.
Well, I want to encourage our fans to pick up this new album, Haven. We're going to be doing our podcast of the top albums of 2015. Without giving anything away, Haven's going to be really high on my list. Thomas, thank you so much. Really appreciate taking the time to speak with you, and looking forward to seeing the show this evening.
Excellent. Thank you, guys, and hopefully we'll see you guys on the tour.